Celebrate Charleston food and wine, enjoy mock turtle soup. The above is an excerpt from the Charleston, S.C. Courier on March 22, 1865, recounting the Freedmen's Jubilee parade, which featured a black man on a float with a woman and two children whom he was pretending to auction off for good Confederate money. He played his part with vigor and conviction, causing much mirth and merriment in the crowd of black faces. I have always been a fan of turtle soup. My parents would often visit the Doc and Nananne in New Orleans, my great-aunt and uncle, and they would return with tales of delicious turtle soup. They brought back 2 cans of turtle soup for me to try. The rich, dark stew with a splash of dry sherry was absolute heaven to my 8-year-old palate. I have never forgotten it. And so, since I could not attend the grand opening, I decided to celebrate food and wine by recreating the taste of my childhood. But first, a little history of turtle soup. For many years turtle soup was considered the finest of fine dining. In the early 20th century, the Villa Margarita, Charleston's finest hotel of the time, had a $20 bowl of turtle soup on the menu. Turtle meat was considered a delicacy, exotic because the meat comes from 5 different places on the turtle, all with different tastes. A large snapping turtle is said to contain 7 distinct types of meat, each reminiscent of pork, chicken, beef, shrimp, veal, fish or goat. Locally, this dish of English extraction did not survive in Charleston households into the 20th century. Although Charlestonians continued to hire black cooks, few were trained in making Eurocentric foods, and so the foodways that have survived and that we consider low country style generally have their roots in Africa, but not turtle soup. For many years sea turtles were the meat of choice, so the real thing was out of the question. Where to find turtle meat today? Of course, couriers are ubiquitous, but I live in an apartment, and dressing them would be an issue. I'm not sure that I am prepared to grab a head, chop it off and hang it upside down to drain. The high cost of sea turtle meat led to the creation of mock turtle soup. Using the same rich broth and a variety of meats in the broth, mock turtle soup imitates not just the flavor but the texture and look of the real thing. As an aside, I used chicken livers snipped into small pieces, and that dark flavor is absolutely correct, but you might choose to use dark chicken meat, even surimi, artificial crab or mild fish fillets for this. I plan to use ground venison or bison next time in place of the beef. Mock turtle soup, my recipe: 1 to 1 1/2 quarts of water. Add 1 pound raw lean ground beef and 1/2 pound raw chicken livers sliced small, 3 bay leaves, 1 teaspoon salt. Set to boil. 2. Take 1/2 stick of butter heated with flour, brown to make a roux for thickening. Set aside. 3. Dice both fine and medium, 1 yellow onion, 1 red bell pepper, 2 stalks of celery. Put these into tablespoons butter on medium-high for 5 minutes, and then high until vegetables are cooked with a char. Add this to the broth. Deglaze the pan with dry sherry, scrape bits and throw all into the pot along with 1 can beef bouillon, 1 cup tomato ketchup, 1 large can crushed tomatoes. Stir this all together and bring to a boil. Add to this 1 teaspoon each of allspice and thyme, 3 tablespoons Worcestershire sauce, juice of 1/2 lemon. Celebrate Charleston food and wine, enjoy mock turtle soup. The above is an excerpt from the Charleston, S.C. Courier on March 22, 1865, recounting the Freedmen's Jubilee parade, which featured a black man on a float with a woman and 2 children whom he was pretending to auction off for good Confederate money. He played his part with vigor and